James falling away. James with 8 to shoot. James pulls back, drives again, kicks it out Korver, corner 3. Can't get it to fall, rebound Durant.
Incredible opportunity.
Durant for 3. It's good. Kevin Durant from downtown.
Out of the game on this possession.
Love to inbound. Finds James. James blocked by Iguodala. Ball loose. Touched out of bounds by James, and it's Cleveland had a 7-point lead here in the 4th, but Golden State stays.
Yeah. Yeah. Can you believe they told me that I would never make it? Now we smiling in their faces, smiling in their faces.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Tyler Rose TV. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. But for today's video, we got a lot to go over. I got a lot of clips and I got a lot of information. And I really produced a really good show for you guys. And if you guys haven't seen, Tyronn Lue appeared on the Club Shay Shay podcast with Shannon Sharp. And he mentioned a lot of things that I feel like aren't truthful. And I'm here to expose the lies and tell you a little bit about what was really going on after, the Cleveland Cavaliers had lost in the 2017 finals and got swept. So without further ado, let's roll the first clip of what Tyronn Lue had to say about the Paul George trade.
Did you guys try to trade for Paul George when you was in Cleveland?
Yeah. When he was in Indiana.
And why didn't it happen?
I don't remember.
Damn.
Yeah, we tried to get him.
Stop fucking lying.
Kobe.
LeBron said he begged
He
the police, say, hey, don't trade him. He still got a year on his contract. Don't trade him.
Bron was doing an autograph signing with jerseys and stuff for his foundation. So I come sit next to Bron. We sitting there, hands me the phone, Sports Center. Kyrie Irving's just been traded to the Boston Celtics. Man, Bron dropped the marker, and just lays back in his chair for about 10 minutes, doesn't say a word.
Now, you're going to sit there and tell me you don't remember why it didn't work out. I'm calling cap on that. I'm calling a lie on that.
Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
The reason why is because that is the same season, off season, I should say, that Kyrie Irving got traded to the Boston Celtics. Now, you might be saying, well, why wouldn't they accept the trade for Kyrie Irving and give him Paul George? You don't think Indiana would have done that? And the answer to that is no, they wouldn't have done that. And also, I don't think Indiana would have accepted the trade because they want a young talent. And the reason why is because Kyrie Irving was on an expiring contract. He had 1 year left. Meaning, as soon as that year is up, that man could go play somewhere else. So do you think he was going to sit there and play for the Indiana Pacers? No. But do you think that Cleveland didn't try to reach out to Indiana and offer Kyrie? Maybe behind his back before he wanted to leave? That's the question you may want to, ask yourself when it comes to this whole situation. Nobody's going to trade for an expiring contract for a guy whose destinations were the Nets, the Knicks, the Spurs, and I think even Boston at one point he put were his preferred trade destination. So I'm not about to give you a huge asset and trade you for your asset if your asset is going to bounce in a year and go somewhere else. I think Tyronn Lue was lying about not knowing why the trade didn't work out. You're the coach. LeBron's there. You and LeBron have a close relationship. Obviously, ownership makes their own things. GMs do their own things, presidents and things of that nature. But you are the head coach of this basketball team. And the star player wanted you there instead of David Blatt, right? So now, right, you start putting things together. How would you not know why the trade didn't work out? Maybe Indiana didn't want Kyrie because he was on an expiring deal. Maybe they just decided to go with a younger core. That's why they ended up getting Sabonis and Oladipo, right? Because they were a younger core. They were pretty good in that. And the other team was good with those two players. They had a good little playoff run. Now, if you don't think that was the reason why Kyrie wanted to leave, take a look at this clip from Rob Parker and what happened in that 2017 offseason after they lost in the finals. This was a rumor that was also circulating, which probably made Kyrie realize, I'm expendable at this team. Even though I hit the biggest shot to win this freaking championship for this city and for this team, they're still looking at me like, how the hell can we improve this team, even if it means me getting the hell up out of here?
That Kyrie found out that after they won the championship, LeBron wanted Kyrie traded for Chris Paul.
2 years ago.
2 years ago. right, wanted him traded. And I think that he found this out, and it cut him deep, and there's no trust. This makes sense on why Kyrie would want to move on and want to move away from the greatest player on the planet.
So a lot of people are saying that LeBron didn't care when Kyrie left and that Tyronn Lue was lying. No, I do think LeBron actually cared. I think LeBron actually was upset the fact that Kyrie left because he's looking at it like, yo, we can just run it back one season. Y'all don't have to trade him. Let's run it back, right? Because that benefits LeBron to play with Kyrie. Kyrie is one of the top best scorers in this league. LeBron is not a good closer. Kyrie's a closer. They complement each other. LeBron doesn't always got to do all the scoring when he got somebody like Kyrie who can handle the ball and do, his business, right? So he's looking at it like, listen, we got another shot at the finals. LeBron and the Cavs ended up going to the finals anyways without Kyrie in 2018. But he's like, listen, why trade the guy? We can potentially work this out. We can have another finals run, and who knows who we can pick up maybe during towards the end of the trade deadline or during the course of the season. Who else can we get? Who else can we improve? How else can we make this team better, right? I think that was a huge thing for LeBron, but the Cavs are looking at it from a business standpoint where they're like, well, after this season, he can leave for free. I need to bring something back. Now, Boston gave him the best deal. They got Crowder, they got Isaiah Thomas, they even got a 2018, or they had an unprotected first-round pick, which is huge. To get a first-round pick is better than getting a Paul George who could leave, or whoever was on the market. I think Boston had the best offer for the Cleveland Cavaliers versus letting Kyrie bounce for free. A lot of people are opposed to that. A lot of people think, like I said, LeBron was in fact not upset, like he didn't care. I think LeBron was upset because Kyrie ended up finding out what was really going on behind closed doors was he was being shopped around, and he was like, listen, I'm not about to be one of these guys that end up being a pawn here. Like, I'll be out. I'll figure it out on my own, and I'll handle my business accordingly once the situation, occurs that way. So at the end of the day, I look at this whole situation like this. Kyrie Irving seen the writing on the wall. He knew the Warriors were stacking deck with Kevin Durant. He realized LeBron is not the most loyal guy to play with when it comes to, his teammates, when it comes to throwing people under the bus. I think it was even something in the media was they were trying to make LeBron seem like a father figure to Kyrie, and Kyrie didn't really like that. Kyrie is a Kobe guy. He understands what comes with playing with a guy like LeBron, but Kyrie is from a different cloth. I think they have two different ways they approach the game. Not saying Kyrie ain't great, not saying LeBron ain't great what they do, but they definitely were different identities on that team. And I ultimately think in the long haul, if they play again another year in 2018, and he didn't, and I think he does play that year. That's what I should say. I think he does play that year in 2018 if things don't shape out the way they do when it comes to the rumors, when it comes to the media, when it comes to all the things that come with playing with a guy like LeBron. I think Kyrie would have stayed. I personally, when it comes to LeBron's career, my favorite time in LeBron's career, believe it or not, I know people think I don't like LeBron, it was actually when he came back to Cleveland for the second time. I like the Kyrie dynamic with LeBron. And I think even though, as you can see in the beginning of this video, they failed in 2017, who knows what happens when you run it back? Who knows what happens? Injuries happen. As you see in 2019, Kevin Durant and Klay Thompson go down. And now Kyrie and Kevin Love went down in 2015. Who knows? Like, the way the destiny works, the way basketball gods work, you don't know what happens. So I would love to see them run it back. I know Kyrie ended up going to Boston. He failed there. In Brooklyn, they failed. And obviously, he ended up going to finals run with Luka in Dallas. Now he's got AD. He's got, the rookie cup there. I personally think that it would have been great to see them stay together. And I hope, one day we can still see Kyrie get back to the finals. But what are your thoughts on this, guys? I'm curious to know. Do you think Kyrie knew that he was in trade rumors, or you think he left because he wanted to be the man? Do you think Kyrie wanted to be the man and have his own team? Or do you think these rumors were true and he said, I'm not going to sit here and be traded away behind my back and I end up going a place that I don't want to be? I'd rather leave now on my own terms and let you know I'm not happy. What do you guys think? Those are the two potential possibilities. Either he wanted his own team, or either he said, listen, I'm not going to have you guys trade me away behind my back. I'm out. So what do you guys think of that? And you guys think if LeBron was really mad? Do you think LeBron knew about the trades, the rumors, the things that happened? Let me know your thoughts down below. My name is Tyler. This is Tyler Rose TV. I think this is the truth. I think Tyronn Lue was lying about not knowing why the trade didn't work out. So guys, what are your thoughts down below? My name is Tyler. What are your thoughts down below? What are your thoughts? Leave them down below. My name is Tyler. This is Tyler Rose TV. I'm gonna see you guys on the next video. All right, peace.